Do what you always do. Don't press out there. The record's yours. Get this win.
Hey, MP.
Make way for the player of the month. We got a...
We are watching potentially the greatest offensive season in NBA history. MP, a chance to set a new single-season scoring record. The league cannot contain him. MP running. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. And tonight, it'll be the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Indiana Pacers. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Siakam is out there with Miles Turner. Then it's Nesmith. Then there's Buddy Hield. And it's Nembhard in at the 1 spot. And for Charlotte, LaMelo Ball is out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Miles Bridges. Then there's Ayton. And it's Miller in at the 3. And we've got a good one on tap tonight between a couple of teams, Greg, who can really shoot the 3 ball. Some of your thoughts coming into this one.
Well, when you have teams like this, it's about guarding that perimeter. If you don't, they're going to rain on you the entirety of the game. So this might be one of those games that comes down to who has the ball last.
So the Hornets win the tip. All right, a special report now from the sideline to hear about this incredible season MP is in the midst of.
Thanks, guys. MP is on the verge of breaking an incredible NBA record, single-season points. Wilt Chamberlain set the mark during his iconic 1962 season when he scored 4,029 points. And no one has come close until now. Guys?
It's right there for the taking. Man, oh man, that's something. Thank you for that report. Wembanyama gets the bucket. And Greg, some big news for MP. He's been named to his first All-Star team.
And he has to feel like he's arrived. The MP worked hard to earn a spot on that All-Star team.
Siakam misses. Last outing for Charlotte, they won that game against Memphis. Here is something, Greg, from Pacers history. They were a dynasty at one point, and you remember it well.
Yeah, you're talking about the ABA days, but it's true. The Pacers were a dominant team before the merger. They won 3 titles in 4 seasons just before joining the league.
Here's Hield, and nothing is falling for him right now. Wembanyama looking it over. The tray, and another 3 for Charlotte.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
For Indiana, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Well, the last time, GA, the Hornets made the playoffs was back in 2016.
And that was during Steve Clifford's first stint with the organization. I'm sure that played a factor in their decision to bring him back as head coach.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Nembhard, defended by Wembanyama. 3-pointer Hield. Bridges with the board.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Wembanyama outside. Got that one up quick. Wembanyama's got 14 points for the game. And it's the first All-Star selection for young MP. And Craigie comes in as a starter.
And Kevin, heck of a way to make an entrance, right? Busting down the doors, if you ask me. And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Miller outside, pass to Bridges. From the baseline. Miller, no up.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Turner with a screen on Bridges. For 3, Siakam. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Beyond the arc. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Miller. 17 points for prime time. Pacers trail by 15. Here's Nembhard. The pass to Siakam. Over Bridges. Another miss by Siakam. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Hey, Greg, what do you like about Brandon Miller's game?
You know, Kevin, for me, his combination of length and skill is something every team is looking for. The key in his development will be adding strength and enhancing his ability to attack off the bounce.
Fast break now for Charlotte. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Indiana again turning it over. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference. Prime time.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Wembanyama. First in scoring, first in field goal percentage. And he's as good as it gets from three-point land. In fact, the best percentage that we have in the league.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. He takes it in, and Wembanyama throws it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Turner, out left of the wing, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. Now a look at the hottest teams in the league. These squads have knocked down everything in the last 10 games. The Hornets, number 1.
You have to be impressed with their shot selection. I mean, the discipline on that end and the unselfishness really is what allows those great numbers to show up.
And the Hornets making a change here. Ball's checked in. The Pacers also changing it up. Smith checked in for Miles Turner, and it's Pascal Siakam in for Nesmith. They get it back. Williams hits the jump hook.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Passes to Shepard. Shot to stop the run. Back to Toppin. Pass to Jackson. For 3, Siakam. And that one released in time, but no good.
And he just plays with such intensity on defense. Love watching Ntilikina be an absolute pest on that end.
And so it's Charlotte, riding high with a 23-point lead. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Jackson is out there with Smith. Then there's Toppin. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Shepard in at the 2 spot. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, prime time in the last game against the Grizzlies was terrific. He had an impressive number of points and was reliable as ever from distance. He was remarkable in that game. It's not often you see a player that dominant, and I'm sure he wants to keep it going. Guys?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Charlotte making a switch here. Smith has checked in. When it comes to the essential components of a winning team, GA, so an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Williams. Miles Bridges comes in for Nick Richards. Miller's checked in for Smith. And it's Wembanyama in for Frank Ntilikina. The Pacers also with a sub. Nesmith has checked in. A 3 from Wembanyama. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, where they fell to the Hornets.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
And it really was the turnovers that fueled the blowout. I mean, a lot of questionable, poor decisions by them with the ball. And when that happens, you can get blasted.
Indiana's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Nembhard, the pass to Nesmith. Kicks it to Heel. Shot clock at 6. Tapping a screen on Wembanyama. Just his first attempt. Nembhard's shot is good. Nembhard's got his first bucket of the night.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
For a second-round draft pick in 2022, Clark, Nembhard is pretty impressive.
I might even categorize him as a surprise hit, if you will. He makes a huge impact out there when he's on the floor. And for somebody that was drafted in the second round, that's great value.
And the first one drops. We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these two-game, like baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time.
Smith checked in for ball. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The story from beyond the arc. Here's who's leading in that category across the NBA. You look at Wembanyama. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
He is as automatic as they come from behind the arc, and that shooting ability makes him an option every trip down the floor.
And he makes that one. Wembanyama's got 30 points.
Well, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
And the call will be against Primetime. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Bouknight, he's checked in for Charlotte. Siakam is checked in for Indiana. Healed outside. Here's Nembhard. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. For the finish. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Healed outside. There's a good screen. The three-pointer no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Here's Nembhard. Outside Turner, looking to end the run. Knocks down the three ball.
Man, love how Turner reads the defense, sensing and seeing separation as the pass is coming his way. Man, calmly pulling up for the shot. Nice.
Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Now, here's Siakam to the paint. And Turner the bucket on the assist by Siakam. Turner's got his second bucket of the night.
Really adept at rolling after setting the screen. Turner, a difficult cover in these pick and rolls.
And so it's Charlotte ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
And hello, everybody.
You've got to be impressed with their unselfishness. They're moving the ball with ease, looking to keep each other involved. That's a total team effort.
And shifting our focus now, a breakdown of the injuries around the league.
The Lakers in a tough spot injury-wise. And they don't have Anthony Davis. He's hurt. Defensively, you'll miss the length that he brings. He can really disrupt shots. And he draws a lot of attention every time he touches the basketball.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from primetime.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Miles Bridges is out there with Miller. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Ball in a two-guard. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Wembanyama. And Clark, when we take a look at your former team, the Indiana Pacers, is it fair to say they're a work in progress?
Most definitely, Kevin. I mean, I think they've got some really outstanding young talent as well as a very experienced coaching staff. That combination should bode well for the Pacers' future.
And a chance here to check out some stats for him.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
Healed the pass to Nembhard. Back to Healed. Here's Nesmith. Drills the three-pointer.
And Hield's playmaking continues to improve. Solid pass right there to the open teammate.
Hornets leading by 21. Wembanyama outside. And good! There's another.
And as he continues to fill it up, guys, he's nearing first place all time for points in a season.
Yep, historically dominant, GA. He's put them on his back all season long.
And Wilt Chamberlain scoring 4,029 points back in 1962.
And got it! Another basket.
With 40 points in the game, he has claimed the #2 spot now.
And GA, every game he has been a huge threat to just explode on the offensive end. What a marvelous year for him.
And now an amazing 53 games of 40 or more points, passing Wilt's mark set back in 1963. The incredible 62 effort of Chamberlain still looms as the top spot.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you very much. The Hornets want to play with tempo. Coach Steve Clifford said offense starts with playing to the strengths of your best players. LaMelo Ball is a great talent with a passion for the game and a flair for playing in the open court. We want to take advantage of that. Kevin?
Yeah, makes sense. David, thanks.
Tops in scoring, first in shooting percentage, and they're also first in three-point shooting. That's a big statement. No other team has this kind of long-range artillery.
But, Greg, you can throw out all the other stats and rankings. Their scoring is what makes them special, plain and simple. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Siakam, a screen on Wembanyama. Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Miller, that's for two. Siakam pulls it in. Now, here's Nesmith. He's covered by Ball. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And those are two loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third. Connects again.
That bucket does it. He's tied the top spot for points in a season.
Well, to call him a force in offense wouldn't do him justice. This has been a season for the ages.
He's climbed the rankings all season, and now he shares a spot at the top. 4,029 points. I still can't believe it. Never thought we'd see Wilt Chamberlain's 62 mark matched, but today is the day.
Leave it to Hill to respond. A consistent three-point sniper.
Clark, when we talk about the best three-point shooters in the league, Buddy Hield.
He got it again. Sensational.
A day has come that I thought we'd never see. He has done the impossible.
A new record for points in a season. Incredible.
He has broken Wilt Chamberlain's historic mark from 1962. It stood for decades until now.
This is amazing. I don't know what to say, you know? You dream of something like this when you're a little kid, but for it to actually be real? First of all, I just want to thank the fans. You're the best fans in the world, and it's an honor. It's an honor to play for you. I also want to thank my teammates and my coaches. When I scored this many points, but I trusted those you play with and play for. And without having a ton of talent around you. That's facts. And you got my dad. Thank you, Dad. I love you. And of course, my grandpa. Miss you, Grandpa. Love you. Miss you every day. And finally, you know, I gotta thank the legends who came before me and who built this league into what it is today. My guys like Wilt, MJ, Kobe, Kareem, LeBron, Giannis, Kawhi. I mean, the list goes on and on. It feels amazing to be up here right now, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, thank you. I love y'all. Thank you.
.139 left in the third quarter. Pass to Nesmith. To the wing right side. Three-pointer healed. And Indiana, another three.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
The Pacers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Bridges against Siakam. The pass to Nembhard. 5 on the clock. From about 16, it's rebounded by Charlotte.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. They double-team Siakam. To the left wing from downtown. And Indiana, another three.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
The drive by Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
And so it's Charlotte in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back right after this. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, it's all about who's more physical. And you got to meet them early. Defensive possession. These guys are going to wear down, but we got to make them wear down.
Well, imploring his guys to up the aggressiveness on the defensive side.
And Kevin, preaching physicality. When you play for Coach Carlisle, you got to bring energy.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for Indiana, they've got Toppin. Smith is out there with Isaiah Jackson. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Shepherd in at the 2. Connects from 3-point range.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Now Toppin passes it to Shepherd. Siakam deciding where to go with it. Just 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. Nesmith, he's checked in for Jalen Smith. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Clock at 2. Here's Siakam. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
They've come into the second half with a renewed focus at the offensive end. Putting a lot of work and effort into it. Let's see if they can sustain it.
Pass to Richards. Charlotte moving the ball around. Another bucket. Wow.
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Pass to Shepherd. Jackson with the screen. And it's Shepherd missing. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Wembanyama, no good. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Nesmith, the pass to Toppin. Siakam for 3. The rebound by Richards.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And yep, another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. Here's Shepherd. And the pass to Siakam. Takes the 13-footer. No good on that one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Siakam lays it up off the glass. Siakam's got 4 points this quarter.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Here's... Oh, my goodness! That is breathtaking.
Save that one. Boys, I'm going to want to see that a few times.
Oh, me too, right? Jaws on the ground all over this building.
I wonder how long he's worked on that. First, you got to think it up. Then, you got to bring it to reality.
Here's Toppin. Rebound by Williams.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Wembanyama outside. Misses off the left iron. Pacers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the fourth.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Hornets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for prime time.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Now, here's Siakam, defended by Richards. Siakam up top. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Here's Wembanyama. Toppin pulls it in. Siakam passes to Shepherd. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is...
Best shooters we ever seen. I'm sure he could break the record again next year.
I never got to play against guys like Kobe or MJ, but in my generation, there's nobody better at flat-out scoring than MP. You feel blessed that you get to play against guys like that.
MP is a once-in-a-lifetime talent. You will never, ever see anybody else like him. We all just need to enjoy him.
Well, what do we have here? Looks like my boy MP is in the running to be MVP of the NBA in his rookie season. How you like them apples, Sam?
I like them just fine.
Only 2 rookies have won MVP, Wilt Chamberlain and Wes Unseld. You heard of them, right?
Why do you act like you're the only guy on MP Island? Everyone on Earth thought MP would be great.
Except you.
I always said he was great. He's just not my GOAT. Yet. And he's still not. You got to win a lot of championships to get in that conversation.
And he's going to get there.
Maybe, but you mentioned Wes Unseld winning MVP as a rookie. As great as he was, nobody calls him the GOAT.
Objection, Your Honor. Badger from the witness.
And anytime I bring up a valid point, you go into this weird courtroom
Overruled.
bit. That's
Sam
the one.
can't handle the truth.
You are doubling
Sam
down.
wants answers.
Tripling.
Speculation.
Overruled.
Jurisprudence.
That's how you leave it all out on the floor. Nice job.
Cold-blooded MP. You guys really poured it on out there.
MP. I was hoping I'd run into you. I wanted to see if you were up for a little challenge. Yo, MP, I'm not saying you're a bad finisher. Are you elite? I think you still gotta prove that.
You were just officially named one of the captains for this year's All-Star Game. What does that honor mean to you?
It's a huge honor, man. It's like living out a childhood dream, you know? Just being a part of the All-Star Game, taking the court with the best players in the world, it's surreal. And now, on top of that, to be chosen as a captain, I'm humbled. I work hard and I'm dedicated to being the best I can be. I do that because I have to, every night. I'm facing top-notch opponents who push me to elevate my game to new heights. It's a challenge that I embrace because it forces me to improve. I know I wouldn't have achieved this without that fierce competition motivating me to bring me to my A game. To be able to represent all the players who play this game is a huge responsibility that I take seriously.
You just broke a record that has not only stood for over 60 years, but has never even been approached until now. How do you explain your dominance on the offensive end this season?
Yeah, I mean, hard work. At the beginning of every season, I like to set clear, measurable goals. Often, those goals are lofty, but I want to give myself something impossible to strive for because it helps reinforce the belief that impossible is possible. You know what I mean? Coming into the season, I was able to identify some weaknesses and minimize those while leveraging my strengths. It's a commitment to continuous improvement, unwavering focus, and a belief that I can reach new heights.
Halfway there, Sherlock.
Congrats.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Let's see what you got.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? My strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything?